Hello everyone, I would like to do a deck review today of the fantastic Clover Tarot. I apologize if I am speaking too softly. It's because everyone in my house is asleep right now. It's way past midnight here in Vancouver, BC, Canada. But I really wanted to do this review because this tarot deck deserves a lot of praise, and I feel it doesn't get the attention it deserves. So I would like to thank Ethany and Wild Moon Tarot for their wonderful reviews. If you'd like to check them out, I will post the link below to their channels. They have great reviews for tarot decks, oracle decks, Lenormand, so go and check them out. The Clover Tarot is a deck produced all the way in Latvia by, let's see if I'm getting this right, Nika Berne. I think I'm pronouncing this right. She's Latvian, therefore the pronunciation is more European. I see here it says 2010 copyright, so it's been out for a while, but it's only about a month or two ago that I've heard of it. So I purchased it right away. Sorry, tongue twister. And it's amazing. Let's just start, but with the box, it comes in this green box. It's pretty sizable. It's not something that you would like to keep though, because it's pretty flimsy. Yeah, you have a few cards here. Nothing special, kind of like Llewellyn, but it made the deck arrive safely into my hands. But it comes with a lovely book written by the author itself, and the book has colorful pictures of the cards, of all the cards, majors and minors, and detailed explanations of the meanings. It's pretty nice, and in the intro you find a few information and data pieces about the author herself. She was familiarized with tarot when she was very young, and she learned a certain method from her grandmother. And then she got a master's in psychology. She has children, and she gives a very interesting description of the clover plant. And it says, clover is a soft, mild, but at the same time a very strong plant. It possesses healing properties. It heals the wounds, helps clot blood. Clover tea and extracts are helpful for treating many internal diseases. In the language of ancient symbols, the clover embodies the integrity of the human being, the unity of mind, body, and soul. It's very interesting. I didn't know about the attributes of the clover plant. Anyway, so she has very interesting meanings and good descriptions to help you if you're just starting out with tarot, which, by the way, I would recommend this deck for a tarot beginner. I think it's pretty straightforward. It has a few deviations from the Rider-Waite standard, and it's more Thothian in certain cards, and I picked those aside and I will show them to you. First I will show you the size of the card. That's not the backing, that's just the extra card, but just to show you, like, I have small hands. For me this is a pretty sizable card. So I can shuffle it, okay though, no problem. The cardstock is okay, I like it. It's not glossy, it's pretty smooth. It's very nice to the touch. I like feeling them. Anyways, this is the actual backing of the card. It has a nice green, the 3-leaf clover. A disclaimer: it has nudity, quite a bit of nudity. So kids, just go to sleep right now. And I will start probably with one of my favorite cards. I won't start in order with the Fool and so on and so forth, because this deck has been used quite a lot since I've received it. So this is the Three of Cups. And it's been showing a lot in readings because I'm just starting my channel and I want to know how it will be received and by the tarot community. So I've been receiving this, sorry, that's just my cat, receiving this card a lot. And I think it's a good omen. Another card that probably many of you will fall in love with is the High Priestess. Who doesn't like a High Priestess in their deck that looks like a tarot reader, right? This is the one that strays a bit from the Rider-Waite symbolism. It's more towards thought. That lust meaning is more present here than anything else. Oh, and another one, the Six of Swords, that even the author herself calls it science. So again, it's Crawley more than Rider. And she gives full explanations of the symbolism and why she chose that, and it makes perfect sense. It has two Lovers cards, and Nika explains why she chose to include two Lovers cards in this deck. And I myself have decided to use both of them in my readings because one of them, again, nudity, clearly portrays that decision-making aspect. You see the man up in the tree trying to make a decision between those two ladies, and the path that splits, crossroad. Beautiful card. And also we have a more classic meaning. Lust, passion, a lot of symbolism. The apples, the snake, being fertile, the sperm, the ova, the sun. You can draw a lot from the card as long as you don't mind nudity, and I don't. And because I've been working a lot with this deck lately, I've been working with it exclusively, which almost never happens. I work with multiple decks simultaneously. But ever since I got this deck, I just felt the need to concentrate on it, to concentrate of the story that it is trying to express. So I've been able to be more focused and pay more attention to the nuances that it conveys. So for example, you see very clearly in this deck the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Just put it this way. I hope you can see it properly, and you can see how she is pregnant with possibility, with potential, communion with nature, transformation, growth, so on. And then you can see her progression to the Queen of Pentacles, where she has given birth already and she is the nurturer. So those are the two aspects. And to me, the Empress is very very important as well, and it plays a part in that maiden mother crone experience, because she is above all, she becomes the absolute nurturer, the absolute potential and opportunity and manifestation. It just signifies that whole cycle being renewed and starting all over again with the potential that it's being expressed in the end. So I hope you can see them okay like this. I'll just get out of the image for a second. Oh, this is gonna be a long video, apparently. So I'll just go through the rest of the deck. I'll try and go through all of it because it's worth it. We'll see how that goes. This might not make some people happy in the tarot community because it's a very religious, it's even called religion, this Hierophant. This is the Hierophant. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention is that the cards are not numbered. The major arcana are not numbered, but they're easily recognizable, so you shouldn't have any issues. If you're not new to tarot, if you're new, maybe you need a bit of help, but the book should do the trick. I don't mind this Hierophant though. 10 of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Maybe I'll skip just a few, or maybe not. 9 of Wands. So these are more traditional, as you can tell. 7 of Pentacles. The colors are rich. The characters are very expressive. They're full of symbolism. All the cards, you can draw a lot of depth and meaning from each one of them. And together they work beautifully. And that is another aspect that I wanted to draw your attention to, is that in my personal experience, the Two of Swords, it works very well in pairs. So you know how we have the daily draws and have a single card that kind of portrays the energy of that day or that specific situation or moment. I like her broom. Wheel of Fortune. I hope I'm not losing my train of thought right now. I think I am. Anyway, it will come back to me. The Four of Cups. Yes, the pairs. But at the same time, you know, tarot speaks in stories. Tarot tells a story. Three of Swords. And just by drawing one card, I feel it's not enough. Just a second here. It's not enough to get the full picture, get the entire idea of what the cards are trying to tell you, especially with this deck. So I feel that whenever I drew just one card, I could never really understand what the message was. So after working with it day after day, I've noticed that it works in pairs fantastically. When you draw another card after that, the first one, you really, really get it. At least that's how it works for me. I'm just going to continue talking while I'll show you the cards. So when I said, oh, I asked the deck itself, so you do work in pairs, and I got the Queen of Wands, which was already a positive answer for me. It was an affirmation. And then I drew another card just to stick with my habit. And the second card was the King of Wands. So there I got my pair. So I found that very, very synchronistic and magical. That's why I love tarot. It's just magical. The Seven of Swords. Very powerful Seven of Swords. And the Four of Wands. You get the idea. Maybe this is better for you guys to see it. Beautiful Nine of Pentacles. Very traditional. The Sun of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. You see how much symbolism you have there. You have the notes. You have the flowers, this curly boy that just exudes artistry and inspiration. The star, Two of Cups. And the book is very good. I found out some really interesting information about cranes, for example, which I didn't know. So it's definitely worth reading. Comic book. Or Justice. And I feel that the colors and the expression, the facial expression of the characters of the especially court cards, they just make the message so much clearer than other decks, for example, than the Rider-Waite for sure, where everyone in that deck just seems to be very stern. So you really need to rely more on memorizing the meanings than on intuition, I feel. Temperance. And more modern, Eight of Wands. Departure, swiftness, taking off. Is the Emperor. Daughter of Swords. That's the Page of Swords. And the Sons, so the Sons are the Knights. They don't have horses. The daughters are the Pages. The Kings and Queens stay the same. If you have this deck, or if you have any questions about it, if you feel interested at all in it, please let me know. Post a comment and I will reply right away. I think it's definitely worth the investment. Page of Cups. The mermaid. The mermaid that hears a call herself. I like this Eight of Swords. Look at this guy here. Ten of Cups. Ten of Swords. Nothing left there. You can feel that emptiness and aridity. Temperance. She holds a key instead of a trumpet, which I like. I'm just finding that cards like Judgment and Justice, with which I had trouble before, just seem very clear in this deck to me. The sexy Queen of Wands, as she should be. Man that is hanged. Five of Wands. Pan, which is the devil. I like this devil. Nike. Nike, the goddess of victory. And again, a lot of symbolism. Look at her spread wings and the roses flying instead of 6 wands. Her higher up on a pedestal. Seven of Cups. Someone trapped in the Four of Pentacles. The Juggler. The King that has everything. The Innocence. The Everything. Nine of Cups. The Moon. It's Beautiful. The world is your oyster. Two of Wands. Ace of Wands. I think we've been through all of it. Maybe I'm just the Son of Pentacles, which I really like because it shows you the difference between this knight and the other ones. You know, he leaves the castle you see behind him, but he leaves prepared. He has money, he has sustenance, he has ways to cope with future challenges. He's not hasty, he's not rushing. He plans his way out. So I like that. So that was it. I hope I haven't missed much with this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of it and if you're interested in the deck. Okay, have a great day. Bye.